Muy buenas a todos, aquí Raurix López y les traigo un nuevo video de Minecraft. Y estamos en el especial 500 suscriptores, el especial tan esperado y en serio, wow, 500 subs, o sea, lo he dicho muchas veces, 4 veces para ser exactos, pero esta vez estoy hablando en serio. O sea, son 500, es la mitad de 1000. O sea, esto no me lo esperaba hasta como en unos años. Ustedes son increíbles, de verdad. Le mando un saludo a todos los que me han estado apoyando, a todos ustedes, mis suscriptores favoritos. Todos ustedes son los mejores. O sea, no puede haber un Slime Army. O sea, este Slime Army es el mejor que ha visto esta página de YouTube. O sea, nosotros vamos a andar por todos lados diciendo hashtag Slime Army. Los reto. Así que bueno, para este especial quisiera hacer algo, y perdonen, valga la redundancia, para este especial me gustaría hacer algo especial, ya que, como saben, hace poco Mojang fue comprada por Microsoft. Y entonces dije, bueno, viene el especial 500 subs, ¿por qué no ver la historia completa de Mojang? Un video de casi 2 horas. Así que podría decirse que este va a ser el video más largo de mi canal, pero bueno, vale la pena. Así que ¿por qué no comienzo con esto? En 3, 2, 1. A ver, por aquí y listo. Empecemos con esto. Ahora, tiene subtítulos en español porque el video es en inglés. No los puse yo. El link estará en la descripción, recuerden, siempre, si no quieren ver el video sin mi voz. Ok, es como se creaba un mundo antes.
And here we are in Minecraft on a deserted island. There's a few things we need to do in order to survive the night. Because what's going to happen is that sun is going to rise and then it's going to fall. And when it falls, that's when darkness descends on us, and that's when the bad things come out of the dark at night and hunt me down and try to eat me.
Tengo entendido de que este fue el primer gameplay jamás hecho de Minecraft, que es de, creo que era de Sinners. Trataré de buscar el video y dejar el link en la descripción para que lo vean, porque en serio yo me quedé con la boca abierta al descubrir que fue el primer video jamás hecho de Minecraft, o al menos el primer gameplay. Y fue impactante, o sea, ahí se los dejaré. Pero ¿será esto todo? O sea, ¿dura 2 horas esto? No, es imposible. Lo sabía. La historia de Mojang. Dios mío, ¿cómo será? Minecraft puede llegar a ser un juego muy bonito, ¿saben? Ay, las versiones viejas. La época dorada de Minecraft. Para muchos. Para mí ahorita el juego está épico.
Where was I when JFK was assassinated, basically, kind of thing.
Your awareness of Minecraft did not come from a magazine cover. It's like you hear it a couple times in the hallways, like, what was that?
It accelerated so quickly.
Yo lo descubrí de YouTube.
It's hard to recall that starting point because after that, obviously, it caught like wildfire.
It's a very unique success story, really.
In the past, 5 to 10 years, there's been some brilliant moments in gaming, and Minecraft is definitely one of them.
Sí. O sea, crearon un juego tan increíble que es el juego más vendido en el mundo. Y no bromeo, es verdad. Tiene más de 600 millones de copias vendidas. Épico, o sea. Esto va a estar divertidísimo. Nunca había reaccionado a un video de 2 horas. Incluso me traje una bebida por aquí, me traje mi celular por si acaso algo sucede. Estoy muy emocionado, créanme, en serio. A ver, déjenme beber un poco antes de empezar, porque voy a hablar durante 2 horas. Ok, listo. Estamos en Stockholm, en Suecia. Año nuevo 2010. Ok, el año nuevo de hace 4 años. YOLO. Bonitos fuegos artificiales.
sort of happening at once. You have this very clear like starting point.
Yeah, and I took like a week off during the Christmas and New Year's, and it was just
2011.
like almost emotional, like kind
lol.
of weird, like, oh, okay, all this has happened, and I haven't really
Notch.
relaxed until now, like, and then when I came back to the office, it felt really good. Just first thing I did was work like 12 hours.
Notch Person realizó una versión temprana de Minecraft en una computadora de su casa. Al final del 2011 se volverá un fenómeno. No voy a traducir todo lo que está pasando allá abajo porque posiblemente sea
Let's start with,
mucho.
like growing up in Sweden.
Yeah.
Like what area of the country were you originally from?
Well, the first 7 years of my life I lived out in the countryside in a place called Edsbyn. It's like a bit north in the country. Very snowy winters, at least that's how I remember. I mean, really like warm summers. But we went out, like walked around in the woods, just getting lost basically.
O sea, ha vivido en Suecia toda su vida. Bueno, es obvio porque de ahí es él. Unas ice planes. Nada, mentira. Pareciera, ¿sabes? Yo hace poco miré... justo iba a decir que hace poco miré un video de Minecraft cómo sería en la vida real. Y enseñan un montón de paisajes que serían como biomas. Código.
And I did that and programming was basically my two hobbies. No, I've been programming since I was 8 or something.
LOL.
I kind of always knew that I wanted to make games.
¿Desde los 8
And I said so in
años?
school to my, like,
Por Dios, tengo de 15 y
thing.
no sé
And she
cómo
said,
hacer
"Oh,
eso.
well, that's probably not gonna happen." Yeah.
That's what he likes to do. You know, but he always made games. You know, I always found it interesting to like try out his games. And, like, I was like, yeah, you're a genius.
LOL. The fuck? Metagon. Brony Press. Estos serán otros juegos hechos por Notch. O sea, yo no los he visto, así que no tengo ni idea. LOL.
I like hanging out at his place, and he would like, you know, be on the computer, and I like hearing that sound. Because, so, but it's very much like an artist because he has so much integrity in his
Mucha
work.
popularidad, diría yo. Bueno, aunque
Marcus
ahora
and we've been friends for
muchas personas lo quieren matar.
for the 4.5 years that we worked together at King, and we became close and we had a lot of fun, and then of course he had the success because he left King to start, basically he wanted to do games in his free time, and while we were working at King we were allowed to make games in our spare time, but we couldn't do it as a business, and he wanted to try that.
O sea, ellos prácticamente hacían juegos en su tiempo
we had a
libre.
great time at King, you know. I lost my best buddy, my best working buddy, but I wasn't worried for him, and I mean we stayed in touch regardless.
Okay.
So I left to make my own games, and the first thing I was going to do was just going to be like a 6 to 12 month project, and it kind of turned into what Minecraft is now fairly soon.
O sea, prácticamente solo era otro juego de los muchos de Notch. O sea, ¿sabes en lo que se convirtió esto? ¿En serio? Bueno, es una entrevista de hace 2 años, ¿no?
But in the beginning it was.
¿Qué es
I mean,
esto?
it was so basic. You can place blocks on other boxes or blocks, and so it's so yeah.
¿Qué es
I
esto?
got to be there and look at it from the start.
Ay,
Of
por
course, in the
Dios.
beginning the world was more limited. You had the edges.
Ay, no, qué feo. No, no es por nada, pero qué
I
feo, en
don't think
serio.
anybody could predict the success of Minecraft from looking at it back then.
O sea, hasta yo duraría que hubiera tenido de éxito viéndolo de esa forma, o sea.
I really liked the game from the start. It's like a digital Lego, you know. You have blocks, you can build things, and people are like, oh, this doesn't so fun. You know, it's hard to explain. I don't usually say, okay, but it's about surviving as well. You have monsters, you have to fight, you have to build your house, and collect stuff to be able to survive. So it's a
Exacto.
bit like being stuck on a desert island, like figure out what to do.
Let's go to a place where everything is
Ah,
made
este
of
tráiler lo he visto 500 veces.
where the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains. Venture down to the darkest caves.
Me encanta este tráiler, en serio.
Build anything you want. Day or night.
Es el tráiler
rain or
oficial del
shine.
juego y siempre me
'Cause
encanta
this is the
escucharlo
most
cuando entro a la
significant
página de
sandbox you'll
Minecraft.
ever set foot in.
Yeah, I usually tell people, well, you have to.
O sea, para ser
calculate anyway
exactos,
you
fue el
want to
primer, fue uno de los primeros videos que vi de Minecraft de todo el tiempo en el que he estado jugando y la verdad es como emotivo.
I think at the point where Marcus took me aside at the office and said, I really need to focus on this. And he told me about the success and you know what kind of numbers he had. Then I realized that this is going to be something big.
Sí, se nota. 400 nada más, ¿en serio? O sea, ahora son más de 60.000 millones.
40 sales per day, and it's like 10,000 sales a day, you know.
I don't remember the date, but when I had 1 million Swedish crowns in the account was definitely one of the bigger like milestones. And I got like a printout of the receipt, showed the alien, jokingly said, well, they say the first million is the most difficult. Like I didn't expect to make another million. I did.
You know, it's been like this process of constantly like being amazed.
Then like early this year it got like a big popularity spike in.
Ah, o sea, esto yo ya lo sabía, que Mojang empezó solo en una habitación
Like the demand on the game. I called Jacob and
con un par de computadoras y una mesa.
Starting a company.
With the success of Minecraft, we get the chance to actually do something like this.
O sea, prácticamente solo imagínense esto. Un equipo de como 6, 7 personas creó un juego tan increíble vendido con más de 60 millones de copias.
So and now we're 7 people and we have an office.
7 personas, hablo.
Final beta.
The fuck?
It's a very unique success story.
Increíble.
The problem is that Minecraft never had a publicity department, a PR department. They just did it all virally and through word of mouth. And you know, it sold 3 million copies off that.
If you are not familiar with this game is amazing. I love this game so much.
Y el primer gameplay de Minecraft jamás hecho se ha creado.
There's something really magical about when it first came out and nobody knew much about it and we're all learning at the same time.
Oye, gracias a ti tengo este canal. Te lo agradezco mucho, ¿sabes?
People talking about it and I could not comprehend what they were talking about. I was like, you did what in this game? This is insane. I can't imagine it functions like you say it does.
Let's talk Minecraft. You've probably seen it popping up everywhere lately. If you have not played it yet, though, we're about to school you because it's one of the best gaming experiences out there right now.
I remember loading it up for the first time, and just nothing. Right, just nothing. You're just standing there with 2 hands, and so I hit a tree and wood came out. I was like, oh no! Like I could already see like the spiral. It was like I hit this tree and wood came out, and then I hit the ground and rock comes out. It's like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. And then it's that first night that you spend like holed up, right? All you can dig out is maybe like 4 squares before it gets dark. And you just pile blocks up as the zombies run around outside. That moment, like I won't ever forget that. I mean, that is a moment in video gaming that will always be with me. And to me, that was what sparked my interest in the game. Like,
yo lo que hice el primer día que jugué Minecraft es que me encerré con tierra y como yo no sabía el sonido de los zombies, me daba mucho miedo y no quería salir. Se me ponían los pelos de punta, hablo en serio.
Saw the potential in it, and if you had the opportunity to play it at a friend's or you saw a video on YouTube, for example, I think the game pretty much sold itself.
This is my house here, as you can see. All you do is you put it in the center here like this, and then set a fire to it. Now, not always, but most of...
Se te va a quemar la casa. Se te va a quemar.
Sorry guys.
Se te está quemando la casa.
This is not supposed to happen. Crap.
Oh no.
Yeah. You have got to be kidding me.
You know, a lot of people that saw those
Mala
videos,
suerte, amigo.
were instantly in love with the game too, just by watching someone else play.
Okay, it is time I go explore. I'm going to climb to the top of this, and I'm going to see what's up.
I'm joining Stu, and we're in the Minecraft multiplayer. We're exploring the cave here.
Por Dios.
Oh, Jesus, that scared the crap out of me. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Pull this switch here, and the flood starts. Plop, 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 plop goes the wheat. Plop, 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 plop. Moves its way down here.
Lol.
Until it gets to the very end, it drops into my collection tray.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, bro.
Y nació la era de los gameplays de Minecraft.
No, I blame it on lag. Damn it.
You guys take cover. They're firing arrows at us.
Yes! Sí!
Oh my god, there's more. Yes. Oh my god, 7 died from 1.
What's wrong?
Oh, what's happening? It's a skeleton. I'll kill it for you. I killed it! Yay! No, 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 no. What's wrong? You're jumping into lava! What do you mean? You're being so bad at Minecraft. You're in lava. Oh, man.
Ay, por Dios. Más.
Okay, Mom. That's okay.
Más noob imposible.
And you know, this game had a really special community around it. I think that's a fascinating story that, you know, before the magazines and the TV shows were covering it, there was a whole community that was loving this game and supporting it, and it was really self-sufficient at that point. So that could have existed sort of in its own little bubble, but then the world found out about Minecraft.
Alright, what are you?
Creeper.
A creeper?
Yeah.
What's a creeper?
I don't know. A creeper is something that blows up when you touch him.
Oh, yeah?
¡Oh! Me encantaría ese pastel. En serio. Hay un creeper caminando entre todos.
Sure. This is our fancy design.
Wow, qué letrero tan increíble.
As you can see, it's looking really awful right now. So we're gonna remake a lot of things. Yeah, I can show you around. And here we are, the office space. We have a PC section and a Mac section.
Esto era Mojang.
We're thinking about having sort of a Minecraft wallpaper here. So this is Jacob. He's one of the co-founders of Mojang. Over there we have Jeb. He's a game developer.
Jeb.
He's sort of the first person to dive into the Minecraft code. Yeah, so over here we have Daniel Kaplan. He's the business developer. Exactly. And here is Notch. I'm sort of showing them around the office.
Traidor.
And you are Notch.
Nos vendiste Microsoft.
He's the reason why we're all here.
I'm God.
Yes. That's right.
Did I say I'm God on camera?
Yes, I think you did.
I heard that
What the fuck?
was starting up a company.
Ah, es Junkboy.
I played and heard about Minecraft.
Ok, para el que no entienda, a él nunca se le han visto la cara a la comunidad. O sea, no deja mostrar su cara, saber por qué. Así que siempre le ponen algo ahí para que no se le mire.
Got a reply, we met up and kind of hit it off. I think immediately started joking about prostituting ourselves to elderly men and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
So that's it really. And now I'm here.
It's also fun to be a part of this so early and really be with the core team. I don't know how big we're going to be in the future, but it's fun to be from almost the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I started here 2 days ago on Monday. Went in, signed the contract, and just started working.
Welcome to Mojang.
Lol.
You've worked here.
I've worked here for 4 hours now, so yeah.
I've got 600 followers on Twitter since Monday. I had a thread on Reddit discussing me.
It's just an awesome place to be right now. It's like I catch myself walking down the street or just thinking that, you know, there's not a job out there that I would rather have, that I would trade in for this.
O sea, ¿quién cambiaría o sea, de trabajar en un juego. O sea, ¿quién cambiaría eso más de un juego vendido por millones? Yo jamás lo haría, jamás cambiaría eso.
I hope he doesn't miss this and he hits the other guy.
Are you gonna hit it from the other side now? Yes.
There we go.
Whoa! So it feels really good, and it's very interesting what's going to happen. We're going to have like a strategy meeting day thing, trying to work out what we're actually going to do.
Let's do that again. Can we do that again?
That's awfully bouncy. We have to decide what actually like the full version of the game is. That's kind of the first step, I guess.
Ah, la versión original del juego.
Then the next step is
o sea, la versión completa después de la beta.
Minecraft's a very dynamic game, and it's because it's still in development at the moment.
Si no lo recuerdo, si recuerdo bien, salió en la Minecon 2011.
Back in like the 80s and the 90s, when you would get a game on PC, or much more often when you get a game on console, when you got the game, that was it. Game was done. The game wasn't going to change. And we've seen that change bit by bit, and certainly it's happened more on PC, where people can patch and update games. But I think none of that prepared anybody for how malleable and evolving Minecraft was going to be. I mean, to the point that you could buy the game ultimately more than a year before it was actually going to be finished, and play the game as the creators were updating the game.
And then slowly but surely it kind of, built attention and anticipation about where it was going to go.
Eso es lo que me encanta de Minecraft, porque tienen razón. Tú compras un juego y el juego se queda así, mientras que con Minecraft se va actualizando y nunca sabes qué más le van a agregar al juego.
Hard to say, is it released or is it not released? I try to make sure it's like, yeah, this is not the game, I'm just working on it and you can play it while I'm making it. Kind of, hopefully. Should we go out with any dates, or should we just say this will be released when it's done? Or should we like try to put up a date and try to build hype?
I think date and hype. I will for that.
Yeah. I think there's a difference between this and many other games in that Minecraft has so many users and so many players already. And as we develop these things, we're not gonna develop in a lump and just put them all overnight and say, okay, play this game now it's done. No. It's gonna come, every other week or so. It's gonna be a small update or a small change. So, can we really live up to a hype? This is finally the finished product, and I say, yeah, but it's the same product as last week.
It's a bit intimidating. I felt much more just confident just going day to day and just doing things as it went. I don't think that works though if you have a company. I'm a bit like, I don't really know what Minecraft final will be yet, but I think we kind of got some kind of rough estimate, I think.
The new roadmap.
Yes. We probably missed a bunch of things. But I think this is a good basis.
¿Qué estarán planeando? O sea, dijeron algo sobre publicidad y fecha. ¿Será la Minecon? Porque, sería lo más obvio.
Yes. Oh, there they are. They want to film us eating the muffins. I think so too.
Comiendo muffins. Muffins.
Yeah, they announced the IGF finalists, and Minecraft got in 3 categories. The main prize,
Premio principal excelencia técnica y diseño.
Yeah. So the main one,
LOL.
grand one, technical and design, which is really cool.
O sea, ellos ganando premios, ganando recognición por todo el mundo, y siguen con una oficina de 4 computadoras y una luz, o sea, increíble.
Marcus, when he emailed me, he said, I'm hoping to win some independent game awards, and I think he didn't really know, what all these awards were, but it was sort of a big trip to America, really to, meet the press and meet the industry for the first time.
Huh. Conferencia de qué decía? Conferencia de desarrolladores de juegos.
Starting to realize that Minecraft wasn't some fluke. It wasn't something that was kind of coming and going. It was building. It was growing. And that's what was great about it, is this virus was starting to spread.
Hey, nice heads.
It's an honor to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. Hi.
We're from high school. We just came here to meet everyone to see you.
Oh, cool. Hi. It's amazing. Yeah.
We all play Minecraft.
Oh, cool.
No, ni modo.
It's an honor to meet you.
Ahora, para que vean todo y para que vean también los subtítulos, voy a cambiar lo que es el fondo y voy a poner esto más grande, ya que esto no tiene que tener tanto copyright, ¿no? Iré a lo YOLO, ese era especial 500 subs, fuck yeah. Ah, qué divertido debe ser ir a uno de esos. Habla en serio, me encantaría ir a una convención. Notch.
And it's fascinating to me to see that happen, and you know, see someone like him show up at GDC not knowing what to expect, and then just have this constant deluge of people coming up to him saying, "I love the game." You know, that's when I think it probably really hit him that, you know, Minecraft had grown into something that people just weren't playing and something that people were loving.
Should we go? Yeah.
O sea, que la gente no solo estaba jugando, sino que también estaban amando LOL.
I told you that my daughter likes Minecraft a lot. I met Shigeru Miyamoto 2 years ago, and he said, I'm going to meet the creator of Mario, yeah, whatever. Now I was told I was going to meet you. She said, oh, yeah.
How many new friends have you made since you became successful? How many relatives have come out of the woodwork? How many lost cousins?
I probably shouldn't answer that.
Yeah, I mean, when you just met you, but you seem exceptionally cheerful, like a cheerful man. Like you just seem a happy man. But I'm wondering if that is a reason, like because of your success, are you always kind of quite chippy and. I've known him for a long time. Yeah. No, he's a total bag. No, he's not.
O sea, ¿quién no estaría feliz de tener un juego tan exitoso? O sea, solo piénsenlo por un segundo. Esta gente no piensa.
Yeah, I hope so. I try to feel so, but I still have this kind of weird feeling that I don't really belong. And I think it's called actually the imposter syndrome. This is like an actual term for it. You feel like you're just faking it. And I think it's gone too fast or something, so I don't really feel like. But yeah, I'm slowly trying to realize that people actually do like the game. Which is kind of a weird thing to say. But when you're just sitting in front of your computer, you just see the numbers. It's not the same thing as actually beating the people.
You feel like you'll need to do a couple more games to really feel confident in your own ability?
Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of weird. It's when I kind of grew up, like famous people to me, like John Carmack and stuff, were not really like actual people. They were like forces of nature almost that just did awesome things. And now people tell me, like, not everyone, but some people say, like, yeah, you're the Carmack of this generation. And to me, there's no way that can be true, because that guy is, well, obviously very talented in what he does, and I just made a game. And I kind of realized that, like, on the surface it sounds like the same thing. You made a game, I made a game, but it doesn't really feel like it's the same thing.
I kind of feel that all the time with the success with Minecraft. It's kind of hard to fully understand it.
¿Qué está pasando ahora?
I mean, we're starting to see it because we get so much feedback and so many questions from big companies and people want to do business with and stuff. So we start to grasp that. I'm constantly thinking that maybe this is just a really fragile thing. That we have this attention now, but we have no idea where we're going to be in 1 year.
I mean, on one hand, it would be kind of cool to have this kind of run, and then kind of slide into obscurity again and be like nobody and just do my own thing again.
I think everyone feels a bit like that, more or less, and maybe some people don't even know how to express that feeling. But you know, he's very aware of his own feelings. So I think it's just that he knows how to express that, because I can recognize that from when you start a new job or people say you're good and this or that, and you're like, oh, they don't know, I'm really just been lucky or this or that, I think that's just human.
Hey everybody.
O sea que Notch se sentía como que muy presionado porque mucha gente compraba su juego y mucha gente le decía que era importante, pero él no se sentía así. Al menos eso es lo que estoy deduciendo.
Although Minecraft, you're a bit of a rock star right now, Marcus, with the success of Minecraft and all your fans out there. I mean, how do you look at the indie movement? Because you've really sort of entered the scene here, you know, in the past year in a big way with Minecraft. How do you define indie?
Yeah, for me, I think indie is, well,
Una entrevista, Notch, lol.
label for it. It's kind of a concept of
Si no estoy hablando mucho es porque estoy prestando también atención a lo que dicen.
art form, perhaps.
Solo por eso.
I think a lot of the large studios make games to make money, or make games to make a sequel, or to make a brand, or.
Qué raro se ve, Dios mío.
Making a game, coming from that angle, I think that's kind of the definition of indie for me.
Well, so here we're going to get a little philosophical because, in my opinion, games have the potential to be what I call the preeminent art form of the 21st century, sort of in the way that film was in some sense the preeminent art form of the 20th century. I figure we're about where film was in 1905. Whereas you think about it, in 1896, they first like filmed like Fred Ott sneezing and like, oh my gosh, there's a guy sneezing, I can play it back, you know. But it was a long time between then and Birth of a Nation in 1915 or 1917, where it's kind of the first quote-unquote modern film, where like, you know, hey, they didn't realize early on that you could like film a movie in a different sequence than you showed it. Like the concept of editing was they had to figure that out. They couldn't move the camera. They didn't know you could move the camera. All of these things. And so I feel like we're really, really early in games, but I think they have the potential.
O sea, prácticamente está diciendo de que ahora los videojuegos son como una especie de arte. Algo como antes eran lo que eran las películas.
Games is basically power fantasy right now. Whereas if I asked you to like, you know, make a game about two people falling in love, you'd be like, no idea how. I mean, there's no way to approach that problem. We just don't have any idea. And I think you see this in Minecraft, which is like the thing everybody mentions, the UGC component of it, but then the gameplay that everyone talks about is just surviving the first night. Like that's the magical thing that people talk about, and that is a very human scale thing. You're not saving the world, you're just trying not to die.
Oh yeah. Alright, good stuff. Alright, thanks guys. You guys with it? Yeah, looks good. Awesome. What'd you guys? Yeah?
¿Están en una competencia? Ah.
Video games.
Los premios a los...
Video game award shows.
Los premios a los que hacen los juegos. Ya no puedo decir la palabra.
In the early days of the games industry, it really felt different than it did now. Mostly it felt isolated because the internet was not around. So you just knew the people at your company, and if you were, you know, lucky, you made friends at the Game Developers Conference. It was like the only time during the year you'd see other people who had the same problems as you, or you know, were in the same boat as you were. So it was a lot more kind of like islands, like people making games around their own island, making their game. You put it out there, and you'd wait for a magazine review to come in, and that was your feedback, you know. So but now it's like everything's so instant. You put a game, you can put an unfinished game up on the internet, for example. Well, that would be crazy. Who would do that? The award for best downloadable game goes to Minecraft.
Thank you.
And the innovation award goes to Minecraft.
Otro.
And the choice awards for best debut game goes to Minecraft.
3 premios el mismo día. Dios mío.
Yeah, GDC. God, I didn't expect us to win in anything. I didn't dare even hoping it. I was just.
Por Dios.
Well, I kind of had this like, I hope we win at least something, or I'm just gonna like cry. That we like won 5 awards, which was way beyond what.
Por Dios, en serio, qué increíble.
Kind of started figuring it out when we got like the center front table. Something big was gonna happen, but I still didn't like dare counting on it. But then we won just a bunch of awards, and it was just ecstatic, and we didn't know what to do. But it's still like the biggest night of my life.
Ganador de 5 premios. O sea, increíble. Por Dios. Ni yo, o sea, ¿cuándo alguien podría llegar a ganar tanta popularidad tantos premios y todo eso. O sea, tuvo suerte, la verdad.
I never believed, never in my wildest dreams did I believe that I'd be standing out here and getting a Lifetime Achievement Award.
The very moment I first saw Minecraft, the very second I first saw it, it was like, you know, the world changed for me a little bit. What I did, immediately I went round to everyone and said, oh, you've got to go and play Minecraft, you've got to look at this game. A lot of people, a lot of my colleagues, you know, Lionhead and Microsoft, and they looked at it, and some people looked at it and said, oh, this is ridiculous, where's the tutorial, where's the challenges, where's the, you know, there's this list of game must-haves, and Minecraft broke every single one of those for me.
Porque puedes hacer lo que sea.
Like, it is, in a way, a social Lego. When Lego used to be a creative toy, which I don't think it is so much anymore, because it's much more prescriptive. It's really interesting how Lego at the moment is like traditional games design. It's buy the box, open the box, turn to the instruction sheet, make the model, stick it on the shelf, buy the next box. That's exactly like traditional game design. You know, buy the game, go through the challenges, finish the challenges, stick it on the shelf, buy the next game. Where Lego used to be just a big box of bricks, and you used to take the bricks, pour them on the carpet, and make stuff. And that's...
O sea, es cierto. Si tú te compras un juego, lees las instrucciones, lees los objetivos, los haces y luego ¿qué? Ya no tienes nada que hacer. En Minecraft puedes hacer lo que sea, puedes matar al dragón y seguir jugando. O sea, eso es una de las cosas que más me atrapó la atención cuando empecé a jugarlo hace como unos 3 años. Y la verdad es que me ha encantado la decisión que hice, en serio. Volvemos a Suecia, Stockholm. Colocando los trofeos que ganaron.
Definitely grown. I think we all are. I mean, it's an experience that I think very few people will ever experience. You know, there are a few companies in the world that have experienced this kind of growth. It's very inspiring.
Y se compraron nuevas cosas. Bien.
So we kind of trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do with the company now.
Por fin hacen un arreglo a la oficina.
Okay, so we discussed this before.
Ay, Dios.
I think as soon as
I sometimes find it hard to concentrate.
I don't think we have the grand master plan of our elimination. This seems fun now. Let's go for it. And I think that's great.
No, o sea, yo quiero trabajar en esa empresa.
If I would have been Marcus, I would have, you know, doing blow of hookers' asses. That's what I've been telling people. But seeing how he still remains so humble and grounded in reality, that's extremely reassuring for someone like me, you know.
I'm very pleased.
¿Qué? Lol, qué bonito quedó. ¡Yo tengo ese póster! Oh, por Dios, yo tengo ese póster, en serio, se los aseguro, tengo ese póster pegado en mi habitación. Por Dios. O sea, yo tengo ese póster. Clásico. ¿Cuánto tiempo queda? Holy shit, 1 hora. Wow. Sigamos, ¿no? YOLO.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Anyone else?
Cocaine's one hell of a drug.
I'm really envious of the new crop of game makers out there, like Marcus and other people who are just doing it themselves, like all by themselves, or maybe with one or two people on their team, because they keep the cost down, they can self-publish, and they've just made so much more money. Just like that's the secret. When you take someone else's money to make your game, you have to give them all your money after you're done. Not that I'm bitter.
I think we all want to stay small, and we want to stay in control, and we want to stop the world looking in. It's very, 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 very hard to do so. I mean, I think the perfect size for me is once you reach over 20.
¿Saben? Creo que voy a cortar este especial a la mitad. Lo voy a dejar a 1 hora y voy a subir la otra parte mañana, porque es que en serio, esto no me va a alcanzar en la computadora. Aunque está muy increíble este documental, me está gustando.
You know, look at this, everybody. That's a perfect size. But once you get over that, it's really, really tough. So if I was doing it all again, I would say exactly what Marcus is saying. I would say I'm going to stay small.
I don't want like a big office with like 150 people, and it kind of turns into a 9-to-5 job. I would say I'm afraid of doing what id Software did, but I'm not going to say that, because that's rude against id Software. I mean, their games aren't as fun as they used to be. I mean, they look better. I mean, the megatexture stuff is really amazing, but I'd rather play a fun game. And I want us to make fun games, not just big production games. But ideally for me, it would just be like me and a box of Red Bull.
I'm gonna play Dark Ritual, get some 2 cultists.
Jugando un juego de mesa, lol. Bueno, eso es una forma de pasar el tiempo. No es que tuvieras una compañía de videojuegos, ni nada por el estilo.
What's the next big event?
Yeah. We have the E3, which is basically not for indie game developers at all. It's just about spending money and launching titles. I have to go, apparently. I mean, it's a
Ah, el E3. El E3 es el evento de videojuegos más increíble que puede haber. Yo lo he escuchado de videos en YouTube y de también información que he encontrado en otros lados. Increíble, o sea, no se imaginan las imágenes que he recibido. Tengo un amigo que fue y me ha contado cosas increíbles. Huntsville, Alabama, Estados Unidos, YOLO. Sweet Home Alabama, tun tun. No, no me voy a poner a cantar ya. Por Dios, un cohete a tamaño escala. Bueno, tamaño escala, no, tamaño real.
We started the podcast in 2010, in October 2010. And this is maybe about a month after we actually started playing the game.
¿Quiénes son estos?
So in a month's time, we knew it was something special enough that we wanted to devote our lives to talking about and to producing a show.
Deben ser YouTubers
so we
o
did
algo.
know it was going to be something big and something special. And I forgot what you asked already.
This is, for people who don't know, this is where we talk about what we've been doing over the past week since the last episode. But I've also been watching my son play Minecraft, which has been fascinating.
Yeah, like the Shaft podcast guys, for example. I'm like, wow, this is like more than an hour just about Minecraft. It still like blows my mind. It's like, wow, they're actually just talking about this game. It's amazing.
So this is from Nergok, who said, I have to thank you guys for suggesting listening to a book while playing Minecraft. It's greatly improved my Minecraft enjoyment.
And we try to be on time, never skip one. We had, except we missed one episode because tornadoes ripped up our city. But that was the one we missed. So.
And honestly, when that happened, the community got together, and Awesome Girl Satori Love pulled all this information from the community, and basically it was an appreciation show for us, that she gathered all this material so we didn't have to do anything. I mean, I'm getting chills just thinking about it right now. It's just amazing community.
Me gustaría saber quiénes son, no dicen su nombre en ningún lado.
Community is always going to be probably the most important thing.
Ah, este es de
Because that's what makes it bigger than itself.
it's very cool to see, you know, people are so like involved and really, like making.
Ese video me encanta, es de corredor digital. Siempre me encanta verlo.
I do think that there is something to be said for the fact that so many people are excited about the game and they are excited to share their excitement with other people.
What the fuck?
And I do think there's a synergy from that. I've never seen anything like that.
Ah, ese es de Slamacao. Otro video que me encanta.
So much universal appeal over so many different kinds of people. I've never seen anything like that.
The fuck is that? LOL, es como una parodia de... ¿Cómo era? ¿Depredadores? Creo que se llamaba la película.
Because it's such an open experience, an open world, kind of naturally lends itself to be populated by these subcultures of machinima creators or podcasters or live streamers or... Yeah, Yogscast is certainly one of them, I think.
We met because we both were in the same World of Warcraft guild. So we met in a thoroughly nerdy way and ended up doing a thoroughly nerdy job, which is effectively playing Minecraft. That's our job, isn't it?
Well, it's not just video production, but basically we do get paid to play Minecraft.
Dude, there's something up there in that
ellos son
Jogcast.
Youtubers americanos, son muy buenos. Si saben inglés, les recomiendo buscarlos.
Oh, Christ almighty, it's a creeper. It's gone. Yeah, those are very, very gone, bad. Simon. They follow you and they explode. Don't go towards it. It'll see.
Bueno, la verdad es que no sé si son americanos.
We just play the game and record it and put it on YouTube. So a lot of people watch.
Su acento suena diferente.
1 million subscribers this morning. I'm gonna go and wake Simon up with one of these.
Morning, Simon. I got you a coffee. You're right. But it doesn't pay, you know, super well. You know, you only get sort of 0.0001 cent per, you know, view. But because we have 1 million views on a video, that actually ends up adding up to enough. So it is a big audience of people, and I think we probably do it better than most, which is why we're just kind of above.
But we're still modest. It's kind of like a journey for me, playing Minecraft and watching how it's changed.
La evolución de Minecraft.
And months and thinking.
Ese es un video de Mojang.
Months time, how different is it going to be?
Que trata todo lo que han agregado de Minecraft hasta la 1.8 beta.
Because you've experienced that as a gamer.
Que fue la...
Since you're in debug mode, you can just change the code and
creo que fue llamada la Adventure Update.
Very, very efficient. Yeah, I could do anything. You can make arrows explode when they hit the ground instead.
¿En serio?
Arrow in ground. There we go. When doing a game, it's more about.
Por Dios, ¿se imaginan que se equivoque en una letra?
Trying to play around with those expectations.
¿Qué pasaría? LOL.
Let's give it a bigger explosion. There we go.
¿En serio? ¿Pueden hacer eso?
Oh, is that thunder?
We're thinking about launching the Minecon site tomorrow at...
Estamos pensando en sacar el sitio de la Minecon mañana a las 9. LOL.
I think it's about 9,000.
Ahora sí están planeando la Minecon. Esta vez no me voy a equivocar, me imagino.
Minecon is basically a celebration of the launch of Minecraft.
Do you think it's reasonable time to do it in November?
We can.
Aunque este año no va a haber Minecon. Se los digo para el que no sepa, aunque me imagino que para este punto todo el mundo ya sabe. Pero este año no va a haber Minecraft. Minecon. Minecraft. What the fuck?
We have no idea how many are going to show up, and we signed the papers already with the hotel. I mean, at least a couple of hundred should show up, I think. But I have no idea.
No tienes idea de lo que te metiste noche haciendo esa convención de Minecraft. Seattle, septiembre de 2011.
It is a collaborative medium. Developers and gamers collaborate. We are makers, we are creators. And that's why we're here today, because we're going to celebrate that collaboration between developers and gamers. So I'm very, very grateful for everyone who's come to join us today. And I think it is particularly fitting that our first presenter today is Mojang, because it's hard to imagine a game that would, like Minecraft, that would flourish because it breaks so many conventions and basically hands the creative keys over to the gamers. And that is truly revolutionary. And so I am very, very pleased to introduce Marcus, Notch Passion, and Lydia Winters, who are going to show you the Minecraft Adventure update. Please welcome them.
Voy a hacer como que estoy ahí, aplaudiendo. Bien.
Minecraft is why we do what we do, because you are literally looking into the future when you see Minecraft. You know, like I said, we will always have these genres, we always have the traditional stuff, but this is the future of gaming. You know, this collaboration, this emphasis on creativity, on freedom, and it's thrilling to be able to be here and say, yes, I was there when it happened.
He obviously knew he was creating building blocks, but I don't think anybody could have expected how ready so many millions of people were to take those building blocks and say, okay,
¿Están escuchando la canción hecha con bloques de música? Sí sería divertido hacer algo así. Y más bien lo intenté, quería hacer algo así para algo que tenía planeado, pero es que es muy complicado sacar la nota exacta y sacarlo en cada bloque exacto. No me culpen, es cierto. Inténtenlo ustedes. Pero esto se ve hermoso, por Dios. Oigan eso, en serio. Me quedé callado para que escuchen la canción, porque está épica.
Sorry, that was really horrible. Oh, it's okay. It's good that I left, because you would have been very alarmed that I was going to die. The fact in God games you kind of own the world isn't as important as owning your own house, and that, you know, that idea of building and creating and almost modding as part of the game experience.
¿Saben? Un día me voy a poner a construir algo épico. Ya, lo dije, punto. Porque nunca lo he hecho y siempre lo he querido hacer.
No, for sure.
Pero siempre, ya saben, la pereza y todo eso.
I think it has changed my view of what I do on a day-to-day basis. So I still really believe that I have got one great game, you know, inside one great game idea that I can inspire a team to turn into a real idea in me.
Well, everyone in the studio is huge fans.
LOL.
It is amazing when you do something like that. And
En serio, pedirle matrimonio a alguien en Minecraft. Eso ya es un poco exagerado, ¿no?
It's such a cool place to, you know, build and grow a community,
bueno,
and
ya
meet
que
friends. I wouldn't even call Minecraft a game anymore. It's come so much further than that. It's a platform. It's a platform
for us to develop our architectural side, our creative nature. It lets us be ourselves, communicate with people, and create things that we maybe didn't think we ever could, but now we can.
Anytime I get on that server, I get astounded by the imagination, the creativity of the people that are on there. And my jaw just hits the ground. I just can't believe what the people have the design sense to accomplish.
La gente ahora crea cosas increíbles. ¿Te sorprendes, en serio?
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, wow. And I'll tell them, I'll say, this is fabulous. This is fantastic. How do you do this?
The fuck? Dios mío. ¿Están viendo esto? ¿Están viendo esto? ¡Por Dios! Por Dios, en serio, qué épico. Wow.
Hi there, everybody. This is Halcoon, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how I really don't play Minecraft like other people. Now, first thing you're going to notice is I'm kind of staring at a corner of a very, very deep well, and it's made out of bedrock, and it's very, very high, and I'm sure you're probably thinking, why Halcoon? That is a very, very deep well, and I'm going to show you the reason why. It is currently holding this. This is a 1-to-1 scale.
Come
on,
en serio.
I just got finished putting the framework together. I haven't slept yet, so I'm going to be a little loopy as I show you what I got here. So you can see there's some scaffolding still up there. So why don't we take a walk, shall we? Pretty much. I reverse 6502 code for fun. So I have disassembled source code from Final Fantasy 1. I have disassembled source code from ProDOS for the Apple II.
Por Dios.
And that's what I do. I find these programs and take them apart. I've been reverse engineering application software for like 10 years. I'm actually active in a community where we've been disassembling Final Fantasy VII for the last decade. Pretty much I'm all over the map when it comes to these things. Intellectual property law, I do reverse engineering, I do the marketing. So it's because I live in a very tiny apartment and I'm often bored. Let me see if I can find my enterprise. So we're sitting at 8,984,531, and I need to update these badly. Nerd, I need a girlfriend. What a geek. The Virgin Diaries, because evidently I'm a virgin too. I don't think that you guys have never really appreciated how absolutely huge the Enterprise is, but I don't know, it's kind of a shock for you. This thing is fucking enormous. People who don't play Minecraft just looked at this and goes, what on earth did that nerd do? And a lot of people, when they saw this too, they saw the video, and they never, you know, when Minecraft was getting all trendy and everyone's like, I don't want to play it. It sounds like everyone's just getting on the bandwagon. And I remember when someone saw my video and they posted underneath it, okay, I get it. I understand now. Now I see why this is such a game, why everyone's playing this game.
Before, when you would go on YouTube and you saw somebody who modeled the Enterprise, you'd think, wow, that's incredible. I could never do that. I don't have the knowledge of this modeling software. Like, I can't do that. But when you see Minecraft, a Minecraft Enterprise, you're like,
You couldn't. Let's be clear. Like, you could never do that. But there's a part of you that thinks, if I just had the time.
It's sort of democratized, right? Because everyone has the same pieces. Yeah, in this you're making.
O sea, yo también me sorprendería si alguien hiciera algo tan increíble con mi empresa, o sea, con mi juego.
Right. So it's much easier, I think, to map your.
Díganme en los comentarios si es que acaso me estoy volviendo repetitivo.
Voyager. There's the Enterprise E. There is the Klingon Bird of Prey.
¿Cómo habrán hecho eso?
So we can make these ships.
Hablo en serio, ¿cuántas horas se tardan en eso?
Put them in this world where we can build
40,000 horas.
And then, you know,
ok, llegamos a la marca de 1 hora, así que voy a detener el video aquí.
But if you have something, take it and.
Está bien, pues espero que esta primera parte del especial 500 subs les haya gustado. La segunda parte estará subida mañana sábado, si es que acaso pueda subirla hoy viernes, porque ya es tarde, ya son como las 9 de la noche. Así que bueno, denle like y si quieren ir al video para verlo por lo menos hasta donde yo llegué, estará en la descripción sin mi voz que tanto molesta, como siempre digo. Espero que la estén pasando increíble, porque es que, o sea, a mí me está encantando este documental. Me encanta ver la forma en la que Mojang está haciendo todo, en la que fueron evolucionando desde una pequeña compañía hasta lo que es hoy en día, de que Microsoft los compró. Pero vamos a dejar de fuera eso. Así que bueno, si les gustó den like, si no entonces dejen su comentario y si no pues no dejen nada. Raulix López se despide, adiós. Esperen la segunda parte que será mañana si es que nada sale mal, y si no sale mañana entonces la sacaré el domingo o el lunes, lo más pronto posible. Así que bueno, adiós.